Hey guys, welcome back. Now we've reviewed quite a few laptops on this channel, but none of those laptops has been as requested for a review as this one. So today we're going to review the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14. Alright, so here it is. So this is the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14. We're just going to call it the G14 for my own sanity. But yeah, so by the term G14, you can already tell that it's a 14-inch laptop. There is also a G15. And within the G14, you have a few variants, but the one I have here, alright, has an AMD Ryzen 7 4800. It has an NVIDIA GTX 1650 Ti. And some of the other specs is you've got a full HD screen that goes up to 120 Hz. Hard disk wise, you can go all the way up to 1 terabyte, and the one that I have here now has 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now, what can I say about unboxing? ASUS always has the most premium feeling unboxing experience ever. Okay, so in the box, of course, you get the laptop, you get the power brick, we'll talk about that later. You get a mouse as well, so it's just this one. So this is the ASUS ROG Strix Impact, so that's pretty cool. You get your usual documentation, and you also get this. All right, so this is a little comic strip booklet talking about one of the features of the laptop called the Anime or Anime Matrix, which is also pretty cool. Now, like I said, this has an AMD Ryzen 7 4800H CPU. That is an 8-core CPU, all right, 8 cores, 16 threads. So yeah, if you're wondering, can this do more than games? Hell yeah, right? With 8 cores, 16 threads, you can do all sort of productivity work, whether it's graphic design, anything, this will more than lift to the mark. Now, the design of the laptop, I really like, you know, your usual ASUS ROG, you got a lot of your diagonal lines, this is no different, and I actually love it. Now, being a 14-inch laptop, it is a bit of a thick boy, but honestly, once you hold it for a while, it actually isn't that light. It's got a magnesium alloy body, so not your usual plastic or anything like that. It feels a lot lighter than I thought it would. It was only about 1.5, almost 1.6 kilos, which is really light for a gaming laptop. Now, of course, with it being so powerful, it can actually be your main driver, meaning that you don't have to get a gaming PC and a gaming laptop for outdoors or for outdoor use. Honestly, this is good enough for both, and you just need, all you can do is just plug it into a bigger monitor. Something like what I'm going to review very soon. Like Super Solid has 2 new monitors, the P27 Pro and the P24, and I'm reviewing those very soon. So remember to subscribe so you know when those are up. Now, they haven't skimped on your I/O ports as well, well, at least by laptop standards. So you get 2 USB 3 A ports, you get 2 USB-C ports, and one of them actually can also be used as a DisplayPort connector, can also be used for charging, and you also get your usual combo audio jack. Now, one thing that did surprise me with the laptop is actually it has one of the best, well, this might be a personal opinion, but I think it has one of the best keyboards of any gaming laptop. The travel is actually quite significant. Sometimes a lot of gaming laptops, they tend to have this chiclet, very thin chiclet style keyboard, and this is also chiclet. It's not going to be mechanical, but the travel seems to be a lot better, and it's sunken in from the letter a bit more, so even ergonomically, I think it's actually pretty good. Oh, and talking about the trackpad, now, I have to say the trackpad is not the biggest trackpad. Now, of course, you wouldn't expect that on a 14-inch laptop, but it is really nice. It's got a very nice finish. And yeah, another personal thing, but I thought how it felt when you used it was really good. It was really sturdy. In fact, the whole laptop feels extremely premium, but that's basically an ASUS laptop. Now, the power button also doubles as a fingerprint scanner, and we'll talk about the fingerprint scanner a bit later on. Now, the speakers of this laptop are also surprisingly good, okay? So it's got 2 top firing speakers on the left and the right, and it's got bottom subwoofers, or well, laptop subwoofers, down pointing underneath the laptop. Now, before we talk about the performance of the CPU, I want to talk about the performance of the GPU. So like I said, this has a GTX 1650 Ti. And honestly, for full HD gaming, I would say it's perfectly fine. We ran it through some benchmarks. You're going to see them over here. Honestly, for most gaming, even some AAA titles, you might not be able to play them at like full settings and all that, but you can definitely get smooth gaming. Now, like I said, the screen goes up to 120 Hz, but I didn't see any documentation to say whether it was G-Sync compatible or even FreeSync compatible. However, having said that, playing games was extremely smooth. I really enjoyed it, and I think on a laptop, considering the specs and all that, everything was brilliant. It was one of the best experience gaming of any laptop of that size ever. Now it also has 4 keys just above the keyboard to lower and increase the volume, to mute your microphone, and also a special key with the ROG logo on it. Now that key actually opens up the ASUS Armoury crate. Now if any of you had or have an ROG laptop or even an ROG phone, you will be familiar with that Armoury crate. Now it has a whole bunch of things that you can do. I'm not going to go through everything. Some people might consider it maybe even a bit too complicated, but I think they do that on purpose to sort of give it this whole gamer feel. Alright, now the CPU. Man, the CPU is amazing. It actually also comes with Radeon graphics, so I would think that maybe it switches between that and the GTX 1650 depending on what you do. But man, productivity work, I actually did some benchmarks on it as well, and I was really amazed, especially Cinebench. And it was so high that I actually got a bit suspicious. So I actually did the Cinebench on my desktop as well, just to get a benchmark. Now my gaming desktop, which I use for gaming and video editing, I got it a couple of years ago. So it has a Ryzen 7 2700X, which is also an 8-core CPU. I got it almost 2 years ago. So this is the previous generation Ryzen. This laptop, all right, got a better score on Cinebench than my gaming PC. I was amazed and honestly a little bit pissed. Now you might be thinking battery life on this is gonna be crap. Actually no. In terms of gaming laptops, I would say this is one of the best battery lives of any other gaming laptop that I've ever tested on our channel or even used in real life. Now doing normal work, like even a bit of productivity work as well, like trying out certain Adobe apps, watching movies, surfing, I got about 11 hours, which is incredible. And this is a gaming laptop. Now, like I said, it has built-in graphics together with the Ryzen 7 mobile CPU. So I suspect that it kind of switches between the two, depending on what app you use. Now for gaming, I wasn't able to play all the way till the laptop died, but I played for about 2 hours and it still had half battery. So by that estimate, you're still gonna get quite a few good hours of gaming. So this is sounding like one of the best gaming laptops out there, right? Now, honestly, it is, but of course, there are a few caveats. Now, the first thing, it doesn't have a webcam. It definitely has the bezels for it right at the bottom, but it doesn't. Now, maybe what I think is that maybe it's targeted for gamers or streamers who would probably use an external camera, but I don't think that's a reason enough not to have it. Another reason could be because the top bezel is so thin, but you can put it at the bottom as well. But then again, if you put it at the bottom, then maybe I will complain about it being in the wrong place. So, I mean, give and take, but still, I believe they should have added a webcam. The charging port for the laptop is actually on the left, right in the middle of the laptop, and I don't quite understand why they put it there. I think because there are a lot of vents at the back, so maybe there wasn't space. Now, me being right-handed, that's not a problem because the mouse is going to be on the right, so that's not an issue. But if you were left-handed and you're the kind of person that puts the mouse on the left, which being left-handed you probably are, that cable is probably going to be in the way and you're probably going to be quite annoyed. Now, like I said, I really like the keyboard. I think it's one of the best keyboards on any gaming laptop. Now, there is a chance that it could just be this particular unit, but I found that it didn't light up all the keys in the same brightness, and I tried adjusting it, but I couldn't figure it out. Now, having said all of that, I still absolutely love this laptop. To me, it is a breakthrough in terms of the performance that you get on a laptop, and with the price. And now, yeah, let's talk about the price. So this particular spec, all right, so like I said, Ryzen 7 4800H, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage, and of course the NVIDIA GTX 1650 Ti. This goes for about 2,498 Singapore dollars. My understanding is you can actually get a Ryzen 9 chip and it goes up to an RTX 2060, but I'm not sure if that's available in Singapore, but this one definitely is. And having said all of this, I still absolutely love this laptop. I think right now, if you are looking for a small portable gaming laptop, this might actually be the best. Out of everything that I've tested on channel and off channel, it really is one of the best. So if I were to give a rating, I would give it a 4 out of 5. If they would just fix the small niggling issues like the keyboard and the fingerprint sensor, and if they actually put a webcam on, it would have got a full 5 out of 5. But 4 out of 5 is still pretty good, and it's still gonna get a Technobabble recommended logo. Alright, so that about wraps up my review of the ASUS ROG Zephyrus G14. Now, if you like this video, you know what to do, and I would love it if you would subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications on our next video. I'm JP, and I'll see you real soon.